Hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. This is us continuing Axis and Allies, having a great time. The Russians have a little bit more income now. We're starting with the Caucasus. I don't think they can hold it. In fact, I'm pretty confident they can't. They got a guy over there in Buryatia, which is annoying me. This tanking into Belarusia, though, which gives us a little bit more income. So the tanks that they have in West Russia are annoying. Because that's a couple of hits. And that pretty well guarantees it. And then if I move this stuff down here, it doesn't give me much, but, well, what I really need to do is send an infantry this way, an artillery over here, and an artillery over here. And by Novosibirsk, I don't need one there. Well, actually, yeah, that gives me opportunity to hit Yakut, and it kind of covers off the line, and it allows me to attack Caucasus if required. I should really do this in the non-combat, but I'm kind of too willing to jump ahead here. Sub. Sub doesn't actually matter because they can only hit me with air forces, but we'll move the sub down there. We only lost one man. They got unlucky. We will go back to supporting Russia. And we'll drop 8 guys. Again, I'm pretty sure the Germans, if they put their whole stack in Caucasus, I don't know how I would fight that. But I don't think they have the balls to step forward with it. Instead, they're going to kill me everywhere and keep themselves thin. Oh, they built a big stack in Eastern Europe. That kind of makes sense. If you're an idiot. The British really need another transport. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to need 8 guys here and 3 guys over there, so a total of 11. Oh, but I can only do, so 10 guys here. Okay. So 3 and 8 is a total of 11 units. We have 6 extra dollars, but that's just going to have to be gravy. Shame on me. Gravy, right? So, British combat move. I'd really like to take the Caucasus back again. I could swing these tanks around pretty damn quick. But pressuring Japan just seems like such a better option. Well, I could do it with a tank, a man, and a plane. And then I could do this and kill a tank and lose a tank. Which isn't really that cool. Makes taking this a little bit easier, though, doesn't it? Especially if I do that. That allows me to kill everything there. I'm kind of giving up Karelia. Because to deploy a new boat, I need to move my fleet into a place where I can do that. So, that's cool. 3 planes cannot take out 3 ships, especially when one's a battleship. So I don't need these planes to land anywhere in particular. In fact, I might land on this fleet and shift more into India. Maybe I should have got another fighter. I don't know if that'll win, but with a battleship shot, I feel like I have to take the gamble. Because I'd rather deploy some stuff in Norway than none stuff. No, that's not necessarily true. Norway. Yeah, something like that. Now I have 2 extra tanks on the mainland because I'm going to have 4... I'm only deploying 6 infantry, and then with 4 transports I can unload it all. So that's cool. I'm going to lose a tank to kill 2 tanks. I'm going to kill a tank here to take Indochina. This is going to follow the fleet just to protect. Oh yeah, baby. That's right. French Indochina. You're dead. West Russia. You're dead. Caucasus. You got to keep it. Western. Remain. They dodged the artillery bombardment, so I'm really happy I sent the extra guy. One of these goes here. 2 of these go here. 1 of these goes here. Now I have some funky air forces going on. I don't know how much experience the RAF have fighting in the Black Sea and in India and East Asia, but that's what you're going to get today. So convoy, 6 guys. Oh, 7 guys. Okay, never mind. I didn't need another guy there then. Cool. I could have got higher tier units like tanks and stuff, but it just felt right to save some money for a turn. Japan's kind of anemic, especially having lost Borneo, which is one of their main 3 islands that give them economic power. They are shrinking quick, and so is Germany, just from all the pressure I'm putting on from all the directions. 45 bucks. Usually I promise that the Axis are pretty good at playing the Axis, but in this particular game I've just been able to pressure them in ways that they were not able to respond to and really get away from them on a lot of things. What's happening to their fleet? They just keep running. And it can't do anything anymore, so boo-hoo for you. I need some planes to go on the aircraft carrier that's going to set sail. These guys are going to come back, so I need 4 more infantry there. 3 more? 2 more infantry? Because I'm realizing now I can get the factory. And there's no Japanese convoy, so they can't counter it. And if I do this, I could send an infantry this way and this way, so these transports will still be loaded. Okay, let's do that. So you go here, you go here. You guys go to Hawaii. And because I like conquering stuff, we're going to go to the Solomons. Now, because from the Solomons we can get either place, I don't know what's better to take right now. East Indies is worth more, but I might not be able to take it. So I think I should take the Philippines. So Philippines, oh, undo. First of all, one of these convoys is unloaded, so it's going to go to this fleet over here. Then, 1, 2, 3. This fleet could be attacked by a bomber, but doesn't need anything because it has a battleship on it. These guys come with the actual fleet to the Philippines, and y'all invade. That's with the bombard and the planes. That should basically take 2 guys out. Might not in reality, but it's kind of close. Oh, I have a bomber here too. I could have attacked them with 3 planes, but I don't want to. Oh, you can go here. This is wrong. I should be able to move my tank again. Let's go into edit mode here, and I'm gonna add units. I'm gonna add a American Sherman. End edit mode. Why? I think the game's getting confused because when it's liberating Caucasus, it's stopping it in its tracks. See, like I can move through Kazakh into here, but because of the state change, I think it's getting pretty funky. This is just wrong though. So you're gonna be removed. You're gonna be removed. Sorry. It gets really complicated when you're editing, but I refuse to let this game. Oh, political relationship. Oh wow, you can make people go to war. Change territory owner. This is going to be American. Oh, no, no. Change territory owner. This is going to be Russian because it's going to be liberated. Change territory owner. This is going to be American. And then add units, an American Sherman that just blitzed through the Caucasus. Okay, that's how the game is intended to be. The fact that it's not that is fine. Whatever. I don't know what to do with this American bomber. Probably just land it in Borneo. Can do stuff in the future. It's basically just been floating around because I never like sending bombers alone to anything. That's gonna kill that handedly. That's gonna kill that. That blitzed. These guys walked across. Okay. Big old done. Philippines. We're losing a unit on every island, which is too bad, but also so sad. Because we're crushing it otherwise. Not to mention the factory in Borneo. That's going to be wild. Okay, that's it done. Factory, Borneo. Yo. 2 planes in Western. And 2 infantry here. So these guys can unload or unload all 4 of these guys into Algeria. Not that I need many Americans in Africa, but it feels right to do because that's the typical requirements of the role. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. We have another round in us. I was like, evens. We do evens. Let's do a couple of tanks. No, we're gonna do a fighter. Done. So you go here. You go here. I'm not sure which way the Russians should be pushing. Probably towards this big stack of German baddies. But their Air Force can't do anything this round. You know what? I want to send 1 of those infantry, or 2 of the infantry this way. And then all of the men, both the fighters. This is okay. We've had a lot of support from the Allies to push back the Germans, but no more tanks are going to swift through, and the British don't have anything to pick up and drop with this fleet, so it's kind of the end of it. So done. There's no non-combats either. There is, actually. There's an A gun back into the Caucasus. And then 4 infantry on the front line and a couple infantry over here. Come at me, Germany. Throw more expensive tanks my way. And now they put their army back in Ukraine, but it's not close to what their former force was, right? So I can definitely afford 11 infantry and a factory. In Norway. So I think I will. Because honestly, infantry, man, it's the way of the future. Everybody thinks their tanks are all that, but they're not. So you guys attack here. trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I'm pretty sure that's kind of rough. But, you know, like, why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. Please. Please. You have to go here. You have to go here. You guys can go anywhere. Okay. So that's like 2 hits back if I'm really unlucky, and I'm hitting them 2 and something times. I might need them in here, but I think I'd rather have them in Western. But then I'm missing planes here. We're kind of thin on all these battles, because this can't make it to any of these. Though this fleet's going to come to India, or come close. Ooh, but they have a battleship. It's very similar fleet, except they have a battleship, so never mind. We'll come close, though. We'll come to 15, and then from there we can slip through to India. Oh, I guess we could get this sub close. But no, we'd rather have it in the Philippines. It can also rendezvous in India. So, like, this is going to take that out. Yeah, I don't know about these battles. I don't feel confident about Karelia. But I don't know how to do this otherwise. Just gonna have to use my bombard in Karelia or Eastern Europe now. Done. Done, right? Done like dinner? Yeah, done. Yes. Like, yeah, Eastern Europe. French Indochina first, though. We lost a dude. If we lost 2 dudes, I would have been pissed. Eastern Europe, we missed on the bombard. That's not good. I thought it wasn't good, but then we did really well. Maybe they missed on their extra hit. So we are dropping lots of dudes. Which, honestly, the AI is good at fighting stacks of dudes, because they know how many units to send to effectively destroy them. But we're kind of just overloading Germany with British soldiers at this point. And, yeah, I don't have high expectations. So I technically could have moved these guys all the way back, eh? See, this is another thing I hate about the game, is technically all of these units, I moved them 1 space in the combat phase. Now that I'm realizing, oh, I can actually get all the way back there with my fighters, I'm like, alright, I'd like to move them the 2nd space. But because of the design of the game, it's like, no, 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 you can't do those things because of, not the design of the game, the design of the software I'm using. And I find that very annoying. So I don't need to edit it over, but I want to. I want this stuff here. It's just not worth my time to do, because I have to delete them all, add them all, and it's... I am going to do it, because people don't like when you don't do it. So, remove selected units, add units, British. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. It's not that bad when you just do it. And then you land the planes there from Indochina, and then this fleet is obviously terrified. Okay. We don't allow that when we play between friends, though. Like, you have to be on the ball on so many things. Which is crazy. Germans don't even have bombers. They can't even hit me in Norway. Japanese are pushing back where they can. How did I not send anybody to Novorossiysk or Kazakh? Like, look at all this land. I actually left them and then didn't bring anything to fill the spots. Though, Okie dokie. So those are going across. You guys are coming across. I want a factory in the Philippines. I want another... Like, I don't know, just 4 infantry in Borneo? And then, like, maybe just 2 more fighters to fly across from Western United States to somewhere? I guess. It's the easiest way to get things back in the fight. So, done. So, all of you guys don't need to go very far. Just wondering if I should take New Guinea as well. There's 6 infantry on Okinawa that are just locked. Because if I go here, and then I bring 1 of each, like, that's kind of a good invasion force. That's 1, 2 hits, and then I could go here and here. They could hit either fleet, so I don't know if I actually have enough to defend them. How far can these planes go? Oh, they can get to here. Sick. So, all of a sudden, this fleet definitely can survive. These guys come here. These guys come to here. And with that in there, I think that the bomber is better served in New Guinea to lock that up. Because this is going to win. That is definitely going to win. Then you go into the boats. You guys go into the boats. The boats go up. This guy gets into the boat. I don't know why I'm sending infantry through Africa, but it just feels right to clear it out and say, too bad, so sad. You know, there's an argument to be made as well that I could put Americans on the British ships and then they would cross faster. You know what? That's not something you see very often, so let's do that. We'll put the Americans on and they can hitch a ride. The British can just attack doing their own classy whatever style. Open classy style. And if I move these 2 American planes here, this fleet is still safe because nothing can hit it. And now Caucasus is safer. Okay. Okay. Let's fight. New Guinea. He died. East Indies. We got lucky and killed them all. So that's sick. You guys landed in Borneo. Yo, look at all these green islands. That was so effective, so quickly. This is never something you'd see in real life playing against, like, humans that understand the game. But it's nice to play otherwise. Couple of fighters. I can't tell. Do I want the fighters to go this way? I don't think so. Well, I guess both these ACs are full, so... Yeah, sure. We'll flow them this way around the world. And it's been good. Starting round 7. I hope you've been enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.